Would you like to change the way your form looks? Let me show you how with CSS. Hey Jotformers, welcome back. I'm Kimberly, and as you can see, I'm currently in the desktop version of my dashboard. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create a brand new form. So I'm going to go up in the top left-hand corner to create form, and I'm going to start from scratch on the classic form. And one thing to keep in mind, the CSS factor can only work on the classic form. It does not work on the card format. Now, you probably love Jotform because there's no code needed in order to create your forms, but maybe there might be some little tweaks that you want to make here and there, and that is what the CSS can do for you. Now, I personally use CSS on almost every single one of my forms. I'm going to show you how to do that today. So what we want to do is we want to access the form designer. So over on the right-hand side, we have the form designer right here, and we want to jump to the styles tab. Then down at the very bottom, we see right here, Inject custom CSS. Now, before I do this, I want to show you the preview form view so you know exactly what I am doing. So for me, because I embed almost all of my forms onto my website, I don't want there to be this gap up here at the top. So let me show you how to get rid of that gap with CSS. So I'm going to choose off of the preview, and I'm just going to paste it in. And all of the ones I'm going to be sharing with you today are in a news article that you can very easily copy and paste in. And you can also use Google to capture some of these as well. But I'm going to go ahead and click save. Now let's head up to preview the form now. So we can see the form is all the way up at the top. There's no gray area at the top. So that way my form sits right at the top of the page and there's no gap. So let's go ahead and head back. So we can see up here at the top, we have this header that says form. Maybe we want to have this form background look a little bit different. Maybe we want it to be a different color than everything else. If we come over to the form designer, again, we can come down here to the Inject custom CSS, and I'm going to hit the return key, and I'm going to paste in this CSS code that changes the color of that background. So we can see now it is now blue instead of white. Now, this was one way to inject custom CSS. There's another way that I want to show you, but before we do that, I want to add in some other form elements. So let's just go ahead and add in a couple right here. Perfect. Now, down at the very bottom, we see the advanced designer, and this is also back over here on colors. So anywhere you see the advanced designer, we can click on this. And we have a little bit different way to edit our form. But on the right-hand side, up at the very top, we have the CSS here. Now with this, we can kind of plug and play. So one of the ways you can go about this is you can come over to your form and you can hover over different areas, and it tells you which area it is that you are editing. So for example, let's say I want to see all of these are .form -text box. So let's say, so once we clicked one, they're all chosen. So now I can change the color. I can change the background color. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do the background color, and let's say we want this to be like a purple color. And there you go. So that's a very simple way to inject CSS through the advanced designer as well. But it's as simple as that. If you have any questions about utilizing CSS in your forms or the advanced designer, definitely let us know down below in the comments. And don't forget to check out the article that goes with this video, because there's going to be a lot of different ones that you can copy and paste into your CSS. If you liked this video and you got some value, definitely hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on that bell so you get a notification every time we put out a new video. I'll see you next time.